Good morning, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do the morning motivation meditation on the heart chakra. So this is going to be the last day of the week. I will give a little time for everyone to join in. I hope everyone has been doing well this holiday week. I will say that Ashley is not here. Well, she is, but she's not going to be joining in today. We've both been, it's really interesting that the more we do this not only benefits y'all, but it benefits us as well, because each week that we go through this information, we realize more and more about ourselves. And of course, one of the hardest is the heart chakra, right? Like, this is where all of our emotions and the support of our whole life comes into play. So a lot of those emotional things have been coming up, especially for me. I know that with the closing out of the year, that there are some things that maybe I wasn't properly dealing with. So they're coming up for reflection. And listen, I haven't dreamed in months. I can't remember them. And 2 nights in a row, I have had these very vivid dreams that I remember, and I've been having to write down because I know they mean something. So it's just a matter of taking that time to decipher everything, you know what I'm saying? But I hope everyone's having a good morning so far. I see one person is in here. Is that you? No. So don't be shy. Say good morning. How are you? Let me know who you are. I do need to share this video real quick, though. Okay, yes, please. But yeah, so earlier this week, it was Monday, we went over what the actual heart chakra is. So if you do not or have missed that, go back and watch it. But I will touch a little bit on, what it is again. And then today I will be going over foods that will help support your heart chakra, and also things that you can do for yourself that will support that as well. Okay. Good morning, Cynthia. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. So yeah, hey Jason, good morning. Yeah, as a few more people join in, I'll get started. But yeah, I mean, listen, y'all, I don't know about y'all. I know there have been quite a few people that over the last few weeks have been feeling the pressure, but some people are starting to feel that energy lift. And I did feel that energy lift on Christmas. I will say that I was totally in the moment and very grateful for the experience I did have, because I was not really sure what to expect. So good morning, Arthur. Awesome. Please be careful. But yeah, it's been a pretty emotional week, especially the last 2 days. And I know that I need to get the readings out, but listen, y'all, as much as I want to show up for y'all, if I'm not feeling that energy behind it, I'm not going to put out readings if I'm not fully there. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want to be consistent for y'all, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And the fact that if I'm not feeling that energetic support and going through my own battles, it's going to end up coming out in your readings, and I don't want to influence them at all because of my own personal stuff. So please be patient with me. But I do have some exciting stuff that I want to share with y'all, and I'm sure next week, once I really take this rest, I'm taking full advantage of things slowing down this week. And I really want to do some 2019 projections for each sign. I will have to cut them a little bit shorter. I'm hoping that I can, because y'all know me. I'm a digger. I like to know everything and try to give y'all as much information as possible, but so I don't burn myself out. And I'm not sure a lot of people actually like watching the longer videos. I'll probably try to keep them to 10 to 15 minutes, but I really do want to do a 2019 projection for each sign individually, because I really feel like 2019 is going to be a totally different year. And that's why I'm kind of, even though it hurts, the stuff that's coming up for reflection for me, I'm embracing it, because I know that this can't come with me in 2019. So I have to feel everything in this moment, because we only have a few days left. You know what I'm saying? So just
really torn whether I should like speak words or if I should like.
Dude, if you want to talk, like,
it's so weird, guys.
She feels, yeah, she's not loving it.
I got a new present for Christmas. And
yes. We've been playing on it the last few days.
We're hurt.
We're hurt.
But I was gonna say, remind them that we're gonna try something new, because I'm not here today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here. I'm gonna post my notes for the yoga and essential oils in tribe group chat. And then if you guys have any questions about any of the yoga moves, just hit me or Jess up, and we'll get the step-by-step out to you.
Yes. So tribe members, make sure that you keep a lookout for that, because you know, Ashley's information is always good and always really helps with our daily practices and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, either way, listen, we're going to try and be here for y'all as much as possible. But do remember that we are people just like you. So when we need to go through our process, we will still try to be here, but we just might not fully be here. And it is what it is. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, even Ashley, we have a hard time because we want to be here with y'all.
And I just got, even when you can't see us, we're always with you.
Yes, so, exactly. Okay. And it is. And, you know, I actually saw a meme of that the other day of, you know, even when you feel you're alone, you're not. And this is the perfect example, because I'm sure that all of you can feel Ashley's energy, even though you can't see her, right? You can still hear her guidance and the energy she's putting out, but
totally not planned either, guys, because I'm super sore over here.
Yeah. But again, you know, every message that she has is important. So even if she doesn't feel well enough to be on camera, you know, your voice is always welcome. But hi, Joyce, nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster, man. And listen, like I said before, each week that we do this, the energy comes in, and we're really forcing ourselves to go through this process with you. And I have noticed a huge difference. And listen, I'm like busting through all those beliefs that I've had my entire life too. I was talking to Danny about it the other night. Just like, even taking that time for myself, my life can get so hectic sometimes, and I don't know when to stop until I crash. And I usually get that warning a few weeks ahead of time, like, if you don't prioritize, you don't slow down, you're going to crash. And I still push myself. But then when it comes to taking those slower moments and actually, you know, being okay with the silence and the slow process, right? And sometimes we have to slow down in order to force ourselves to look at what's really going on underneath the surface, because I was distracting myself. And now I'm being forced to face it, and I'm okay with that. It sucks, but I have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm fully aware of that. So, you know, but if we don't take that time for ourselves, then we do end up getting to that burnout stage, and that's not healthy. So like I said, you know, we're human too, we're going through the process. But with the heart this week, you know, there are a lot of matters that are coming up. And even though like Ashley doesn't necessarily have anything going on specifically this week, she still feels the block. She still feels that
there's something going on.
There's something around the heart that, you know, needs to be brought up. So, and it could be like, listen, a lot of my stuff stems from, and again, we went over this, the heart chakra was, a lot of this develops between ages 4 to 7. So, you know, we were talking about that too, just the other day of, you know, things that I was told as a child that wasn't normal, or you shouldn't be okay with that. And it really, I think, stunted my sexuality and the way that I view myself, and feeling like I have to be covered because it's not accepted. And so I came up with a lot of this body image things, especially with being bullied most of my life, to where it took me till 30 to be like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm good. I'm okay with myself. I don't have to listen to everyone else. Yes, I might not look like that person or that person, but I'm okay with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that it took me 30 years to do that, but everyone goes at it at their own process. So,
and I think again too, I mean, most of you guys know that we live together, so I think that I could be picking up on some of the things that you're going through too.
Right. You know, and you could, and we do. I mean, listen, we're so fucking connected. It's ridiculous. When she was going through her personal stuff a few weeks ago, I necessarily wasn't. So I started picking up a lot on hers, that it was to the point like, okay, I have to take a step back. I love you. I support you. You're going to figure this out. Let me know if you absolutely need me, but I'm too close to the situation. And then, you know, because it's hard because I can only guide, but when you're so close, like living with each other, and you're picking up the energetic shifts all day long, and then you're doing it with me now, like it's exhausting, y'all, because we're both very highly energetic people. So the energy we're putting
we have
out
a downstairs and an upstairs, and I'm upstairs and she's downstairs. So it's like walking into 2 different places.
Right. But it does, the energy that gets put off in this house, and especially with both of us going through such very big transformation periods, like we've been going through a lot of growing pains lately. So the fact that we both pick up on that, and then we start, you know, it happens. So, and that's why, you know, it's good to have that support system too, because I know that both of us don't necessarily have a lot of, like, you know, we have support from our YouTube family and our tribe members, but when it comes to our personal, you know, people around us, there's really not that many people who understand exactly what we're going through, or we can confide in when it comes to those deep, dark details that most people are scared to talk about, and we can do that with each other. So it's really important to have that. Yes, exactly. And it's all about quality, not quantity. You know what I'm saying? And we are supposed to be social creatures. Like, we're supposed to be out and, you know, vibing with other people. But when it comes to our tribe and our circle, keep it small and keep them close. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be very particular about who you let in that circle, because if you just let any Joe Schmo in there, like, listen, your environment's going to be totally out of whack. So, you know, choose wisely, my friends. So, but you know, a lot of that has to do with the heart chakra too. You know, it's about setting personal boundaries and not feeling guilty about it, saying no and not feeling the need to explain yourself or giving in because someone doesn't agree with it. It's neglecting your emotional needs to sacrifice yourself for the good of others. you know, when we allow our cup to overflow with, we have all the love to give. But until then, we will constantly give until we run dry, which is what I've been doing. I want everyone else to be good, but I wasn't necessarily paying attention to my own needs. So I am definitely taking that time for myself this week. And that's what I was saying, you know, just be patient with me. I promise that when I get myself right, y'all are going to have some banging ass readings knocked out. I promise. Good morning, Carlton. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm just going to sip on my coffee real quick. So I will keep this one kind of short and sweet. But again, the heart chakra has to deal with all the traumas, and a lot of that is what's been coming up for me this week too. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of it, and again, you know, people that are light workers or empaths or psychic readers, mediums, most of us are living in the upper chakras. So what happens is we can become very ungrounded sometimes, and that's what happens when we burn out, okay? And that's why it's really important for the people who are you know, these such things, that we're not living in the upper chakras. If we keep them balanced, then we should be able to even everything out, which I am looking forward to that day. But it's all a part of the journey, right? So, but again, you know, setting those personal boundaries, you don't want to be to the point that you're doing things just to have that support and validation from other people. You know what I'm saying? If you do it because you want to, that's a different story. If you feel like you're being called to, that's a different story. But if you're doing it out of fear, guilt, or obligation, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And that is your body telling you that you shouldn't be doing this, and you need to be looking out for your well-being, right? And again, you know, I feel like the heart and the solar plexus actually work together when it comes to that gut intuition. There's a fine line there, y'all. And I'm hearing that they almost work off of each other in order to lead the intuition, okay? This is where our soul primarily functions, and they're telling me that we use this as our driving force, okay? When it comes to the things that we want to create in our life, the things that fuel us, the things that inspire us come from these two chakras. So it's really important that we take care of this and we come to recognition. Again, how do you feel? How do you feel about intimacy? How do you feel about love and relationships? How do you view your environment? Do you live with joy in your heart and looking forward to the day? Or are you living in fear of what bullshit is going to happen today? And you know, you could find yourself closing yourself off to the world, okay? But when our heart chakra is working properly, we want to go and experience things. And I know several times throughout the year that I have been in that mode, but then there are times where we have to bring it back in order to do those reflection periods. And that is going to be normal throughout our process, okay? But you want to make sure that you're not being codependent or being a martyr. So certain ways, and you know, just in case there are a few new members in here, some of the assessment questions that I asked was, what are you feeling? Where are you hurting? How are you holding love back? Why are you withholding love? Could you be more loving to others and to yourself? Do you think you need to be perfect to be loved? How could you love yourself just as you are? What does self-acceptance look like to you? Have Have you isolated yourself from others? Do you lack empathy, or are you afraid of intimacy? Are you excessively drawn to others in need of their approval and love? Are you codependent, giving too much attention to others and not your own needs? And are you enough? And I've asked myself that question a lot, especially over my lifetime, because I was always seeking validation from other people and needing people to tell me I'm important in their life in order to feel that validation. And it wasn't until this awakening process that it's like, you know what? I keep running into different people and yet I keep getting the same result. What is the issue? And I had to look really close at myself and say, you're the one allowing these people in because you don't have strong enough boundaries. You give way too much. You're giving too much and you're stretching yourself so thin trying to make everyone happy. What are you doing for yourself? And I wasn't doing a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's on me. That's on me. It's not on anyone else because I allowed it. I allowed these things to keep taking place and I allow the same cycles to keep happening in order to feel that connection. But one of the questions that Ashley actually posted earlier was one of the 3 Qs. And what made you feel either, I think one was, what made you feel alive this year and what made you feel inspired this year? And it was actually right around my birthday where I went out with some friends. We were on the boat having a great time. And I just remember this feeling of life is going to be so good. I can feel it. And just being completely in the moment and feeling free and really enjoying the company of those around me. It was beautiful. And it was being around good people and being near earth, being on the water, having the sun shine on my face. Like that's what made me feel alive and inspired to do that work that I've been putting out. So, I don't feel that if I would have stayed in my situation that I would be able to experience these things because I was being drained. My light was being taken from me and I was just giving it away freely. So I have to take that step back and, figure out how I can dose properly, if that makes sense. But some of the ways that you can unblock your heart chakra is be green. Go out in nature. You can wear green stones. Let green into your environment and let it heal you. So, I do this every day with Charlie. I go out, I walk the property, I just look at the trees, I feel the earth, and I really take in the sights and the sounds. And I've even had the way that spirit comes in for me. Sometimes they'll almost recite poems through me. And I wish I had something to record it because the way that it flows through, I'm not really that good with words. So the way that it comes through so poetically really inspires me because it's not coming from me. I know it's not. Oh, hey, Sheila. Thanks for coming. But yeah, just being out there and listen, the weather has been so crazy lately that we hardly get outside this whole December, right? So me and Ashley are definitely feeling like cooped up. We're feeling stuck and it sucks because we both want to be outside touching trees. And we were so grounded this summer because we were constantly outside. And now we're hardly able to leave the house because everything's nasty. So they actually said it's going to be either, did they say it might surpass the record for being the wettest December here in South Carolina. So, and I'm pretty sure we're going to surpass that because the next day we actually get sun is next Saturday. it's craziness. So yeah, and that's, I mean, even when I was staying with you know, if I was at my old house or if I was at my mom's, I was always outside. And thankfully Ashley does have a little covered porch, but it's not the same as being down on the ground and, you know, being in it. Like, it's just totally different. You can also see green. So visualize strong, clear green light filling up your heart center. And visualizing is always a good way to bring that attention in. Another good exercise is, you know, when you're doing, and listen, it doesn't have to be a full meditation, but it can be just enough where you bring that attention in. And as you're breathing in, focus all your energy circulating through your lungs and pushing out your heart center. And not only does that let more love into your environment, but it helps strengthen that bond, that love bond between you and the universe. So, and of course, the next one's breathe green. Each inhale, imagine a soft green light fill up your heart and body. Every exhale, release pent up negativity. So, and we do that in our meditations here. You know, as you're breathing in, you want to imagine that you're being filled with the light, right? You want that light to come in. And on your exhale, you want to push out all those worries and all that stress and really focus on the matters of the heart. So, any traumas that you have experienced, any pain, hurt, grief, anger, jealousy, just let all that go, okay? And you'll literally feel the weight lift off of you. You can be love. Allow yourself to be loved, including by yourself. And again, that is one of the things that we have to understand is when we choose to truly love ourselves, you know, like Danny, he said, embrace the lazy, because I'm so scared of being lazy that I forget to take that time for myself. And if I don't get the things that I wanted accomplished, then I feel like I'm lacking. It's not necessary. And I need to quit putting such a high standard on myself and understand that things will come to me. But if I keep fighting it, I'm just going to exhaust myself even more. So I really need to embrace this time. Okay. Oh no, Sheila. Let's send all the love to Sheila and her husband. I hope that your day gets so much better. And, you know, even if you have to move forward to the meditation and maybe allow him to do this with you, would be good for you both. You know, if you want to do that later, if you don't get to stay to the meditation. But you know, there's a lot of us too that when we experience certain trauma, you're so welcome, honey. But when we experience certain trauma, it's really hard for us to allow love, to truly receive love. I can't tell you how long it took me to receive a compliment, like to actually know that people want to compliment me and not have like a derogatory thing behind it, or to actually accept it and like know it as a truth. Good morning, Colby. But yeah,
a comment from above the heart.
There was one.
I'm just curious if the comments are showing up the way they're supposed to. If not, I'll
So I got the last one before that is I'm excited.
Okay.
Right under Cynthia.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry guys, just doing some tech is like my side work. It's what I used to do for my tech support. So I'm like trying to make sure that the comments are matching what I'm seeing over here on my side. I'm doing technical support.
Yeah. So y'all will hear Ashley, but she's not on camera today. For anyone who didn't catch it, or both, you know, it's been a week. It's been a week, yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot of times where we can truly block it, and and keep it from coming in, right? We're so scared of receiving love that when we actually get it, we don't know what to do with it. And I know a lot of people like that. You know, and I think even Danny and I were talking about that too, was, you know, there's a person in his life that has been treated poorly their whole life, that it's like they expect it. And it's so sad because, you know, how can you truly experience what love has to offer if you don't even believe in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, all you know is pain and you don't believe in anything but pain, how can you allow love to come in and lift you up, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic partnership, but it can be from friends and family and strangers. You know, I've had so many people throughout my life be like, hey, pretty girl, smile. And it's like, I'm walking around with the bitch face on, you know, what else? But yeah, you too, Colby. I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. But yeah, listen, if our heart chakra is so out of balance that we don't even know how to give, let alone receive love in a healthy way, you know, our life is going to look very gloomy. So it's very important that we understand that this is due to our childhood, this is due to the traumas of our life, and that we have the power to overcome it, knock away those blockages and the walls we've built up in order to protect ourselves. And embrace the change. We're shedding away these untruths, y'all. Everything that we were taught to believe about ourselves, about our life, about the way that we should express ourselves, all of that is being removed. We're shedding our skin in order to blossom into the true beings that we are meant to be. So, of course, it's going to be a tricky process, but we all have each other's back and we are here. So, you know, listen, we got this and we're here for a reason. We just got to keep going. So then if you give love and share love unconditionally and unselfishly, you will start to see more of it coming into your life. And that's one of the things that I've really learned about, you know, the way the law of attraction works is when you give more, you receive more, right? So when you go in with the highest of intentions and not because you feel obligated to do something, but because you really want to make a difference, that energy is going to be sent back there and come in. So it's a ripple effect and it touches so many different people. So if you want to see love in your life, then you need to give more love and be able to take it in when it comes. How many people, and listen, it can be so small. I used to be one of those people that even when I had absolutely no money, you know, and I was doing someone a favor and they were like, let me give you at least a couple bucks. I'm like, no, it's fine. I was telling the universe that I don't want any favors. I didn't want the money, no matter how it came. I was no to it. So therefore I felt myself lacking all the time and not really understanding why it wasn't coming in. And I still do it. I'm still trying to work myself out of that. And it's a huge process because I've been like this my entire life. But we need to make sure that we're not telling the universe no. The only time we should be saying no is if our body is telling us that this is not for our highest good, not because our ego is saying, oh, I shouldn't, or that's not right, you know, whatever the case may be. The ego doesn't want us to accept good and doesn't want us to change. So you got to listen to what your gut is telling you. Okay, so then the next one is the grass isn't always greener. Resist the urge to find fault in everything and be thankful for what you already have. And we've always heard this in our life too, you know, and this does go back to, again, what the sacral was talking about, like always needing more, not feeling stable or secure enough to, you know, be thankful for what you already have, right? So sometimes we can get in this modality of like seeing the fault everywhere, and that's what happens when we get out of balance, because it's so much easier to see the negativity and the fault in the world than to see the beauty in everything. So it's our job as light workers to come in and say, like, I know that there is darkness in the world, but I'm choosing to see the good. I'm choosing to see the light. And I've really been working on that. Like every morning, as soon as I open my eyes, I spit out at least 5 things I'm grateful for. And it just keeps coming. And I catch myself.
Remember to be thankful even when things aren't going good.
Exactly. Right. And it really has been helping me through the process of even the things that, you know, seem to be out of balance. It's reminding me that there are so many things in my life that I am grateful for at this moment. And then the practice yoga, they did say try the camel pose, and that's one of yours. Yeah. Okay. And they said really let go, feel your heart center lift and open. So Ashley will actually be posting those in the tribe group. If you are not a part of the tribe group and want to be, you need to be consistent, and you need to make sure that you're showing up, because these are for our people and the ones that really want to continue to work on themselves and have that community of support. If you want to be a part of that, reach out to us. But you know, when we allow ourselves to fully go into these poses and not resisting so much, then we're actually supporting the chakras that these are meant for. And again, with the crystals and stuff, green jasper, jade, all that kind of stuff will help support the heart as well. And then forgiveness. Blockages are fostered by not letting go of past hurt, anger, grief, regret. Let go and be patient. So a lot of this has to do with those past traumas between 4 and 7, and you know, things that, especially in that time frame, okay, y'all, this is where this fully develops. It doesn't mean that the only traumas that are affecting you are in that time period, but a lot of what goes on in the heart and the core belief system is based at what your experiences were from that age. So just understand that when you are truly allowing yourself to forgive and allowing these emotions to fully come to place and move out, then you are allowing more room for love to come in. So be patient with your process. Now, also foods that you can eat that will help support, of course, anything green, but veggies could be spinach, zucchini, kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, Asian greens, beans, silver beet, peas, and asparagus. The fruits are kiwi, green apples, green grapes, cucumbers, avocado, and lime. Some herbs or coriander, mint, oregano, parsley, thyme, rosemary, tarragon, basil, and sage. So those are a lot that you can add into your daily routine that are going to help support that while you're cooking for yourself. All right, so for anyone who does want to join in the meditation, I ask that you find a nice quiet place to sit and relax, hopefully somewhere that you do not have any distractions. Please do not do this while operating heavy machinery, okay? And we'll allow those affirmations to go through as we work down. Is everyone ready? All right. So whether you are seated or lying down, they're really wanting me to bring the middle finger in. So make sure that your palms are facing upwards toward the sky, but your middle finger and your thumb are touching. Make sure that any of your legs or arms are uncrossed. Feel yourself start sinking in, bringing your attention inward, gently closing your eyes, and taking a nice big deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine a bright green light coming in and pushing out all the toxicity through your heart space, allowing any old traumas, past hurt, anger, and resentment to be washed away through your breathing. Breathing in the light of the universe and feeling its love fill your lungs. And as you exhale, imagine a beam of gold light coming out your heart space and filtering into green, allowing the gold to bust through any blockages, painful memories, and allowing love to take its place. And as you feel these memories and past hurts being washed away, you feel your heart space begin to lighten. You feel it moving in synchronicity with your other chakras, vibrating at the perfect frequency. Visualize it, see it in your center. And as you focus on this space, watch it start to turn pink, allowing it to vibrate with the highest of intentions, focusing all the love of the universe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In each breath and each release, your heart becomes stronger, clearer, and perfectly balanced and in sync. Pay attention to the gentle rise and fall of your chest as this feeling of love washes over you. Feel it spreading towards your crown and down to your feet. Feel it vibrate through your veins and into your fingertips. Feeling all your muscles just gently relax and give way to the love that is coursing through you. Allowing all the tension to melt away. You feel perfectly relaxed and at ease. Feel the support of the universe around you as your guide gently supports you in your endeavors, allowing you to follow your heart without fear or judgment, to set boundaries that are for your highest good, and to stand strong as you move forward, to feel all the love pour through you. Your cup is now refilled. Feel it overfloweth. This well never runs dry. And as you pay attention and visualize your cup being overflowed with love, right in the center of your chest, as your green heart chakra that is vibrating with pink, visualize these colors melting together and flowing out of the cup as these affirmations are said, allowing them to sink into your subconscious, allowing the truth to set you free. I am fully open to giving love. I am fully open to receiving love. I forgive instantly, completely, and unconditionally. I forgive myself. I forgive others. I love myself unconditionally. I love others unconditionally. My heart chakra is empowered by love. My heart is balanced in giving and receiving love. My open heart chakra is powerful. Love is my guiding truth. I am fulfilling my heart's desire. I choose joy. I am grateful for all of my blessings. I am creating loving and supporting relationships. It is safe for me to be in a loving relationship. I have unconditional compassion for myself and others. My heart is free from past hurt. I give and receive love, forgiveness, and compassion to myself and others, effortlessly and unconditionally. My heart is filled with joy and gratitude. And allow this energy to flow through you, to support you in all of your needs, wants, and desires. Allowing the universe to fuel you, support you, and to allow you to understand that this can all be yours. Happiness and joy is your birthright. So take this energy with you wherever you may go, whenever you may need it. Remember that your heart is beating for you. Treat it carefully and use it wisely. And as I count down from 3, you'll become more aware and awake, bringing some movement to your fingers and toes. 3, 2, 1. You can gently open your eyes. You're wide awake and aware. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Colby, you see Venus shining bright. Well, that would make sense with what we're talking about, wouldn't it? And you're in Alaska, so oh, you're so welcome, Jason. Thanks, Colby. Yeah, and maybe that's why, like, I've been feeling so much emotion this week. And I'm not like one of those super emotional people, so it's weird. But yeah, I'm just moving along. So yeah, I hope that everyone enjoyed that. Oh, thank you, Colby. That's so sweet. Yeah, we're a bunch, that's for sure. Taurus women. Where's my Lachey at? But yeah, I'm just so thankful for you and thankful for everyone that joins in on these. I really can't thank y'all enough for your support and all of your love. It really means a lot. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed this, and if you missed it and you need to go back, it's there. So if you liked it, please make sure that you like and share. If you are new, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you missed it earlier, just be patient with me. I promise. Hopefully I'll start getting them out next week. It might be the first of the year. When I actually start getting these out, because I want to take my time with it. But I want to do 2019 projections for each sign. So make sure you keep an eye out for those. But I will be doing the Januaries as well. And it's just going to happen as it happens, y'all, because like I said, I'm going through the process. So be patient with me. All right, y'all. I hope that you have a wonderful Friday and an even better weekend. If you need me, you know where I'm at. Hit me up. And if anyone would like to donate in order to help support the channel, there's the donation link down below. And we love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for always being here. Much love to you all. See you later.